Alright guys, in this video we're going to show you how to set up the timing chain, the guides, and the tensioners. Make sure you pay attention to this video or you will destroy this engine. Now, as you can see, we got it all apart. Now, the video you're about to see is a short little segment, text segment on the steps to remove all of this. And before you start, you want to make sure your crankshaft is at 12 o'clock. The keyway right here, you want to make sure it's at 12 o'clock. You said, Tim, that's not 12 o'clock. The reason why I did this, because we just finished doing the sprockets. So if you want to know how to do the sprockets, check out the link in the description below. But you want to put your crankshaft back 45 degrees, and that way your pistons, or all your pistons, are now below deck, below this level right here. So if anything happens, you turn these cams, you will not damage the valves. So now that I did that, so you want to know how to do this, watch this video right here. Alright, now that you got that, we want to turn this back to 12 o'clock. Turn this engine slow, because your timing marks, this is the right side of the engine. Now, not facing the engine, this is the left side. Do not get this confused. This is the right side. This is as if you're standing in the back of the engine. So this is the right side. You want to make sure on your gear, the aura is to the top. Now, if you're using the original gears, it's not going to have an aura. It's just going to have a line. Your left side, though, will have an L. The other side will have an L and a little arrow. This sprocket can be used for both sides. Both sides are the same. So now these are supposed to be lined up like straight up with the cylinder head, 12 o'clock with perpendicular with the cylinder head, and this one's off a little bit. So, and this one looks, if you look over here to the left side, this one looks pretty good. It looks like it's lined up. So this one might be off. So when you turn this engine, you want to turn it very slowly, because if one of those valves are down and that piston hit, you're going to turn this and all of a sudden it's going to stop. That means you're hitting the valve and you don't want to force it. So let's go ahead and turn this. And now I'm going to just hit it till you get 12 o'clock with the engine. Now this might not be they should have had a mark like here to let you know, but rat bastards, they didn't do that. all right, the next thing you want to do, guys, is your kit. Get you a nice kit. Get you a quality kit. Don't go to, I'm not trying to put eBay down, but don't get a cheap set. If you see a set with all the chains, the guides and everything, the tensioners and everything for 50 bucks, you're not getting a good deal. You will be doing this again. So the next thing we'll do, let's take out our crankshaft bolt. This is an 18mm, because your kit, a good kit, will come with a new crank gear as well. So let's get that off and replace our gear. Alright guys, Sylvia asked a very good question and made a very good point, and I think I'm going to need to explain this to you guys too. When I say 12 o'clock, don't look at this as 12 o'clock to where you're standing. Don't do that, or you'll mess this engine up. It's 12 o'clock in relation to the engine, because this engine might be sideways. You don't put this at 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock is in the middle of the engine. So you got your block right here. So this would be the center right here. So if you could draw a line straight down to the middle of the engine right here, that's where that should be. Now, if you notice, this is a little bit before 12 o'clock. Why did I do that? Because I'm not sure where this gear is right now. If this gear is off, maybe 3 turns or whatever, that means one of my valves are down where it's not supposed to be. So if I go to that 12 o'clock position, and maybe if I go a little bit more, I'm going to take a chance in damaging that valve. So I put it before. Now your timing marks, this is sucks about it. There is no timing marks on this. your chain is going to have the marks. So your chain is going to be hooked onto here, and when you put it on, it'll line up to here. Now I know I'm here pretty much close, so then when I get the chain over here, then I can turn my cam to where it needs to line up. I know that was a lot to take in, but keep rewinding the video and playing over until you get it right. Because you don't, guys, I am telling you, man, when you go to top dead center, when this thing is straight in the middle, your number one piston, this one over here, is right at the top of that deck. If this thing is off, if this is off, that means one of those valves are down, and you'll mess up the engine. That's why I didn't go all the way to 12 o'clock. So right now, it's sitting below a little bit. So if this is off, I'm good to go. So your kit's gonna come with a new gear. Pull this one off, it just slides right off. Installing your new one, it's gonna protrude out on one side, like that. Then the other side is gonna be flat. Make sure the flat side is towards the engine. Turn it like this, slide it on, and if you want, you can get a little mark to mark the little, there's a timing mark right there. That's kind of cheesy and all. So what I might do is get me a little paint marker and mark that. Alright, matter of fact, let me do that. Alright guys, the next thing you're going to do is install your timing chain guides. And you're going to notice both of them look different, but I got them set up the way you're going to put them on. So you got them looking like that. Now, let's put them on. You should have two 8mm bolts. Let's get that one started in there. And this one started in there like that. And then we're going to go to the other side. Got a short one, and then there's a real long one that's going into the water pump. So we'll take that one out. I'm sorry, the what? It's going into I mean oil pump. Going to the oil pump. Telling me. I didn't say nothing, I just asked what it was. Alright, and it should look pretty, just like that. Now, next we're going to do is tighten these up. Now these are tightened down to 89 inch-pounds, or, see? Oh, 10 Newton meters. Yeah, buddy, I got her on one, finally. Oh my God, I know she's like, dig it. So let's get those bolts tightened up and move on to the next step. Alright, now your timing chains. Your both chains are going to be identical to each other. You know, but guys, before we do that, in case you guys ask me what kind of kit you're using, we're using a Cloys. And here's the part number right here. You're going to definitely make sure you get you a good set. So, grab one of your chains. Rip the plastic. Alright, looking at your chains, there's going to be one of them, one side is going to have a single mark, and then the other side is going to have two colored links. Both chains are identical. Now what you want to do is you got your alignment dot right there lined up with that tooth. Now, so you want to take your single mark and put it, now this is going to be, now we're working on the left side first, so don't put it on this one, you're going to go on the back side of the gear. Just make sure that's put on. Okay, make sure this chain goes under the dowel right here. And just going to bring this out a little bit just to bring that in. Bring your chain up. Make sure it goes over the guide. And when you bring it around your gear, be careful of those pins. You want to make sure the double one lines up. See, and this is where my timing is off. See, so this cam has to turn just a little bit over, because this side is the side with the tension on it. So you see I'm off right there. So I gotta turn just a little bit to the right. So you just leave that alone.
to the right or to the left?
To the right. Because there's a mark. I gotta go between there.
Oh, I was thinking the left of the engine.
Let me get it. You guys be very careful with this. Turn this thing just enough because, and actually guys, because sometimes these things will turn it and it'll like a cam will lock snap into place. So actually, don't use this. I'm using a ratchet right now. Don't use this. You want something you can control that, so there's no chance it moving. So let me change to something different. All right, guys, I got this kind of messed up here. Got a breaker bar here. I should give me a little set of breaker bars, but this way, either way, I can control it now. So if it tries to spin, I can stop it. And what we want to do is turn that one till we're over here. And remember, this is your tension side. You want to make sure that it's, see, and that's off one tooth, so I got to turn a little bit more. Okay, let's see that. Perfect. That one is lined up. I got it right between the marks there. All my slack is over here because this is where my tensioner and my tensioner arm goes. And let's go down here and make sure that we're still lined up on there. Alright, let's move on. Alright guys, now we're ready to install our tensioner arm. Now if you take your tensioner arms out of your package, they're going to look identical, but they are not. Now why didn't they mark these left and right, I'm not sure. But put them side to side like this. You see how this, matter of fact, let's go side to side like this. You see how this one comes up and then it's a bump right there, and in the back there's a little tab that sticks out. That's different from that one. This one is more of a smoother over. This one is going to go to your left side, so make sure it goes on to the side that you have your chain on. Now to put this on, you want to make sure this side is going up against the chain. Let's turn it around. You have the hole right here that's going to go over the dowel. So you're going to set that up just like that and leave it there. And you know what guys, before you do that, take that off. What I want you to do is clean up this right here. Now don't use any kind of scraper or anything because this is aluminum and you can't damage that, and you're going to have oil, losing oil pressure. So get you a rag, some carburetor cleaner, spray the rag, and let's clean that up so that's a flat surface. Alright, be right back. Alright, we got that cleaned up. Even though it looks dirty, believe me guys, that's clean. Now let's put our arm on. And now, when you put you're going to put our tensioner on now. First of all, make sure well, I don't even know why I got to say this to you guys. I mean, because, you can put this in a vise and squeeze it back to lock that back into place, but you got no business using a used one right now. So, I'm not going to do that. Now, in your kit, you're going to have two of them that looks almost identical. But, notice on the top, this one has an oil hole, so you definitely need that one where it belongs. Now, on there, there's marked a big aura for right.
There is?
Yeah.
I don't see it.
It's right in the middle. Big.
Oh, okay, I got it.
And this one, there's an L. I know they could have made that a lot better, but
okay, I kind of see it.
So we're gonna be going with the L. Let's get our new bolts, and what you're gonna do is.
So wait, if you don't see the letters, which one is that one? The one without.
The one without the hole.
Oh, okay.
So let's set that in there like that. Now see that my chain is over here, man. This sucks, man. Trying to fit this in there. You might have to put a little pressure on this to get that down in there. There we go. All right, let's get our bolts, put them in there, and tighten them up. These are tightened up to 18 foot-pounds.
25 Newton meters.
There you go. Or 25 Newton meters. All right, let's get those tightened up. All right, guys, once you got that done, just take your pin and pull it right out. Go over your timing marks again. Your chain should be tight. 12 o'clock. That's lined up. So we are good to go with this side. The next thing I'm going to do is grab your chain. Because now we're going to be putting on this side. And this side, we're going to look for our 2 marks, 2 colored links. Bring it up. Put them right there with the arrow. Bring it down. It's going. Now here's your dowel for your tensioner arm. Make sure it goes over it. Bringing it right around here. Wait a minute, that's not right. That's not right at all. Is that thing off that much? That has to turn. I mean, that's not off that much, is it? Holy cow.
So maybe you should start from the bottom and work your way up.
No, but the tension has to be on this side.
Oh,
So,
I see.
so let me see over. Okay, I'm looking at this L, and like our head is right here, and this is up here, like so. Yeah, we are definitely off. And that's what I mean, guys. We are definitely off on this one. So we have to actually turn this counterclockwise until this mark comes all the way around to there. Holy cow, man. Alright, let's get our tool. Again, you want to do this and you want to make sure that you can control it, that this thing don't snap back on you. So let's get this. Let's turn it and turn it slow, because if you feel that this thing, if it comes to a point where it stops, you're in trouble. But it shouldn't, because we're at 12 o'clock, so it should be okay. So let's turn it. You know, I gotta relax this, because this is, wow, man, this is like really. Well, I only got how many? 1, 2, 3 more teeth. Dang it. Man, that thing turned. Dang it. Well, that's good. It turned, but it didn't. Let's go back. Oh, first I gotta go forward. This thing sucks. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Well, make sure your chain's above that pin.
Damn it, that's right. Woof, man. That's lying straight up. That's weird. Alright. Let's get our guide. We'll be right back. Alright, now we got our timing chain tensioner arm. Let's get this on the dowel. Just like that. Take our tensioner. Now what you're going to do is you're going to position that out a little bit. Push that in there. Okay. Get on 2 bolts. And tighten those up. 18 foot-pounds.
25 newton meters.
Alright, let's get those 2 tightened up. Alright guys, you got that set up. Next, pull your pin out. That's going to put the tension on it. This is coming out great. Then you want to make sure you go over all your timing marks again. That one's right there lined up. Down here, we got it lined up with the marked link over there, and we know the other one is. And then we come over there and look at that one. Now, I believe I said earlier these are going to be like perpendicular with the head. That's not necessarily true, because I noticed, and so I don't want you to get confused. Also, the right side is going to be right here next to the VVT. You're going to see it right there, and you notice the other side is more perpendicular with that. Alright, and the last step on doing this chain is you got your sprocket right here. Just take that sprocket, put that now. Rag us on the way. Put that rag behind you. Throw the rag at me. I just want to clean that up. Now, if you notice, one side is completely flat, then the other side, the teeth comes up all around. You want to make sure those teeth are facing out towards you. And you are done. Put everything back together and you'll be good to go. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any comments or questions, be sure to post them in the comment section below. Or you can email me direct to tim@AstralAutoRepairs.com. I hope you paid attention. If not, watch it again. This is Timmy and Civvy Poo from Astral Auto Repairs. If we can repair it, nobody can. See you next time.